Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. You may know this renovating, so the house is pretty well bare. I'll try and get her back in my normal situation here. But I'm going to share real quick to Facebook and Twitter. See if I can get this out there. Last week it wouldn't share, but let's see if it will this week. I hope you guys have been having a good week. Okay, I'll share on Twitter. I did go to karaoke the other night, though. First time in a while. That felt good because it'd been a long time. All right, there we go. Shared to both. I don't know how to do Instagram or anything, so it's as far as it gets. Hey, sis, how you doing? Hey there, Jason. What's happening, John? How you doing, man? Hope everybody's having a great week. I have been just killing myself. I've been through. I actually ran out of garbage bags. I got to go get. But I have been digging through the house, cleaning as much as possible. I am going to have a studio really soon. I've been working hard on. I know a lot of you guys wanted me to have an actual YouTube studio, so I am working on that. It should be pretty quick. I got to order the wallpaper for it, but. Yep, I'm really hoping to have it done here, hopefully in the next month or so. Oh, cool, John. That's awesome, man. Hey, Carl, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. I've been kind of a rough week, ups and downs, but it'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be okay. I think I need to get back out fishing more and forget everything else. Because that's fishing is definitely my happy place. That and out in the woods, I got to get out and find mushrooms, and pretty soon we got small game and all that opening up. So going to be a lot of stuff coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I see we got 22 people watching right now. If you can, hop on over, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed, I appreciate that. I have been noticing my subscriber count is going crazy. You guys. I'm loving it, man. Every day I'm hopping on here, and it's been climbing up the roof, man. It's really great. I'm loving seeing that. Yeah, you got that right, Luke. Fishing cures all, man. Yeah, I think I just need to stick to fishing. That's all I really know. Hey, Tony, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I hope you've been out fishing all week, Luke. Hope you've been having some fun, man. Yeah, I was hoping to get out tomorrow with Rich, but I don't know. It's supposed to be thunderstorms and stuff, so we'll see. This actually looks like it might be a crummy week. I got to try and afford some more garbage bags at least so I can keep on cleaning. But the house is looking good. Like I said, if you guys missed it, I should have a studio for when I go live here pretty soon. I've already looked up, price checked on some really cool wallpaper of like a forest and stuff. So it's going to look good, guys. But, yep, working on everything as much as I can on a huge diet right now, which is probably why I'm so, down in the dumps, too. That probably ain't helping, but. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'll be fun, Jason. Hopefully it's not. I think it was supposed to storm on that day, too, but fingers will be crossed for you, buddy. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day for you. I've still never heard of anyone getting one out of there. Well, somebody told me they did in the wintertime. That's why I've been out there. I haven't personally caught one out of there. I haven't seen any out there, but I've tried. There is a lot of pike in there, though. So, hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's something I should start doing, too, is get back to digging. The outdoors in general just keeps me happy. I need to forget everything else. Hey, Robbie, I hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. Well, hopefully it's nice for you to be camping, Jason, because it's supposed to be, last I checked, was going to thunder and stuff. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yep, Hubbard will be fun. Pretty soon, man, the perch should be moving in out there. That won't be long. Yeah, same here, Luke. The heat, I notice it's going to get hot again. I don't like that, man. I am so done with the heat. 70s, sure, but I'm anything above that, I'm done. Oh, cool, Ian. I'm glad that you did, man. Yeah, I'm glad that you swung in there because they do. They got the best, and they probably didn't have any of their whitefish sausage, but if you ever get a chance to try that, phenomenal, man. That is one of my favorite little snack foods when I go in there. They're also doing a whitefish brat, which is basically the same thing. You just warm it up. Hey, what's happening, Mike? How you doing, brother? Hey, Rich. How's it going, man? Yeah, I was just talking about how I'm gonna have that studio done here soon. I'm hoping within a month. You know, I'll have something pretty cool going for you guys. I've cleaned out. What I did is I cleaned my entire dining room. It's totally empty now. No table, no nothing. I'm gonna put a mural of a forest out back there. Should be really cool. So it'll look like I'm sitting in the woods when I'm talking with you guys, and I'll have some of like my antlers and stuff behind me. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try and decorate it up real nice for when I go live. So, hey Scott, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I hope you guys are all having a great week. It's been a tough one for me. I need to get back out and do what I love to do. I've been kind of putting that off, and I really need to. I need to get at it because that's my happy place. You guys know that. Everything else just finds a way to bring me down. So, yep, I got to get out and do some fishing. Definitely foraging. Like I said in the beginning of this, guys, if you're interested in finding Michigan edible mushrooms, this time everybody knows about the morel, but this time of year is when you can find way more. There is so many edibles out right now, it's crazy. So if you're really looking to get into, new edible mushrooms, this is the time of year to do it. I know right now the black trumpets are out, the chanterelles are out, chicken of the woods, hen of the woods, the bleats, all the family of bleats are out. I mean, there's a lot of mushrooms. I seen some puffballs not that long ago too, the giant puffballs. Personally, I love them. They taste really good. If you like fried eggplant, that's what they taste like. Oh yeah, Alwards is good too, definitely. But yeah, Wellman's, man, they've got their own special mixes and stuff too, and it's really good. Yeah, I could too, Luke. Yep, I could wear camo to fit in. It's gonna look nice, man. I picked out. There's two different backgrounds that I'm kind of stuck on right now, but I think they're gonna look beautiful, man. It's more than I didn't even know they made something like that. It's just basically photo printed wallpaper of a forest that I'm gonna stick on that entire wall behind me. There's just that one white cabinet you can barely see. There's the last thing back there. That's my sister Robin. And once that's gone, that'll all be one wide open space so I can turn it into my studio. So only thing that I'm a little worried about is that'll be an extra 15 feet from my router. So I don't know. I hate my internet sucks as it is. I hope it don't mess things up. Hey there, Bob. I hope you're doing good too, man. Hope you're having a good week. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough one for me. I did get out fishing one day. I went and met Kevin Kissel down in Saginaw, and we tried for some catfish. But I'll tell you what, man, he loved it because he hasn't been spoiled yet with the whole Saginaw River. Usually, it's insane down there for fishing, but we only got, I think, 5 cats between us in 9 hours or something. I mean, it was bad. He did get one big one though. He got a channel cat that weighed just shy of 18 pounds. So that was a really nice catfish. Of course, we threw that back. We try to, basically, in my opinion and his opinion, the best eaters are around 3 to 5 pounds. So anything after that, you just kind of let them go. But we did have some fun with the few fish that we did get. That video will be coming out, I think, next Thursday. Or Tuesday. Actually, I think I'm switching days to Tuesday, Friday. They seem like better days. But Tuesday, I've already got it scheduled. It's already up here and ready to be pushed out. But me and Rich took a trip to Foot Pond, and we floated down from Foot Pond, caught a whole bunch of really nice bass and pike. So that episode's going to be out Tuesday, and then the catfish episode will probably be out Friday. Um, Yeah, I don't know if I've been to Kip Miller's. I went to that new one up in Tawas the other day and bought some teriyaki turkey jerky. I really like that one. Yeah, that is a big, a lot of people think of these giant cats, like, of course, flatheads, obviously, they get, real ridiculously big, but a channel cat, it's hard to find a gigantic channel. They're not known to get that big, especially in Michigan. It's usually the flatheads and stuff that are bigger, but yeah, that flathead being almost 18 pounds, that was a big one. Yeah, yeah, that actually is weird, Bob. That was, I mean, I've been on the roll, and that was one of the worst. I mean, I'm not getting skunked, but that was one of the worst days I've had this season for sure. Me and Rich are actually hoping to head to Fletcher's and do a big bluegill episode up there, bluegill, crappie, perch, stuff like that. Yeah, that is a fun trip, man. Actually, the Alcona to Loud one's not as fun. There's not that water is so fast going between the two. If you're gonna do a float hunt, I prefer Cook to Foot is one of my favorites. You've got a whole bunch of different marshes right there. 5 channels down to Cook is also a good one. But yeah, the Foot to Cook or Cook to Foot pond, there's so many marshes and just a lot of ducks. So that's one of my favorites to float hunt. I've done that a couple times down through there, but yeah, the Alcona to Loud one, it's such a fast trip coming down through there. You really ain't getting time down through there, but yeah, I highly recommend though doing the Cook Pond to Foot Pond or Cook Dam to Foot Pond for jump hunting. That's a good place for that. That's something I'm hoping to do this year too, guys. I mean, I said before I'm going to do more waterfowl hunting this year than I mean, I think on my channel I've only ever done a couple hunts, but normally during waterfowl season I'm out every day. I'm out as much as I am fishing. So this year I'm going to try and get back to that. Um, oh, I gotcha, whitetails. Yeah, that'll probably be good. But yeah, this year I'm gonna try and do a float trip too, so you guys can see how that works out. It's kind of fun floating, and it's exciting really when you're floating down the river jumping ducks because you just never know. They come bursting out of anywhere really, so it's a lot of fun. It's exciting. Oh man, that would be nice, Luke. Yeah, definitely worth it. That pond is amazing. Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good, man. He's been out slaying these big old crappies. You guys, any of you that watched my new video, you seen him get that big old sheep head on the ultralight. Oh man, very nice, Ryan. Very nice. Yeah, that's a big one, dude. Yep, that's really nice. If you now, I want to mention this, even to you, Brian, because it was tough for me to do the videos. For anybody that wants to send me, because a lot of people just don't know this, but if you guys want to send me video footage to put into my videos, if you'll notice, Brian, your video was like widescreen. To fix that, you got to just turn the phone sideways. I know it's hard to for, but in order to give you a full screen mode on a phone when you're recording, you got to have that phone sideways. That's the only way to get a full screen view on the video. So for any of you that want to send me video footage of you, a duck or anything outdoors, picking mushrooms, just send them to me. I'm more than happy to throw them in. I love sharing your guys' stuff, so we're all one big family. But yeah, those are some giant rock bass. I have never gotten, I still can't hit the 11 mark. I've got 10 and a halves. My one buddy recently was telling me that he was getting them 12 to 14s, but then he sent me a picture of him holding one, and it was like a 12-inch smallmouth that they kept. And I'm like, oh, I said, you can't do that. That's a smallmouth. But yeah, some people just don't know. But yeah, that's a big Rocky. Yeah, the ducks, you just got to learn, man. Take a season, go through the Audubon books or even online. It's not that hard to learn, especially for Michigan, because if you're going to hunt early season, we really only have a few, puddle ducks is what you call our main species that hang around. As far as the divers, early season and that, it's just going to be the mergansers, maybe some ringnecks. There's not a ton that you need to learn. It's when you get into later season when the divers come down that you really got to start learning them. But yeah, it don't take too long. Yeah, 12 inchers. Yeah, Master Angler Rocky now is, yeah, 11 and a half. It is stupid, man. I don't know. You know, like I said, I used to be able to get the 10 and a halves and 10s, but that is just a giant. That's a giant rock bass. I mean, I still, I can count how many this year that I've caught that were 10s. I mean, that to me is a big rock bass. I'll never understand why they bumped it up that much. That's just crazy. Oh yeah, no, I get it, Brian. Trust me, I get it, man. Well, even when I did, when I filmed my 40-inch pike, it was all done straight up and down because there was no way I could have reeled my rod and held the phone sideways. There's just no way. So it didn't look the greatest, but at least I got some film on it. I don't know about that, Luke. I couldn't even afford my own phone right now if I lost it. Oh, there you go, Brian. Yeah, I know a good spot for them. I still haven't got one, but I do know a good spot for them. Hey, there you go. It's expensive though, sis. You got to buy, the stamp and I mean, it cost, let's see, 20, 35. You're looking at like $50 to get started with the tags. And then of course you got to get steel shot, that's like $1 a shell. It's expensive. Plus you got to get the plug for your guns. The 410, I think you said you had a 410. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to get a 20 or a 12. Preferably a 12. 12 gauges are great for it. I mean, I've caught big Rockies off the shore too, buddy, but I ain't never got even a 10-incher at Old Orchard Park is just pushing it. I've seen people send me lots of pictures trying to say that these are giant fish, and if they barely go over the hand, it's not a 10-incher, and I've seen a lot of that. I mean, in fact, me and Rich, like I said, we just floated foot the other day, and there was nothing like that. I've heard that too. Yeah, Houghton Lake and Higgins. I've heard there's giants in Higgins around them little wrecks and stuff. Yeah, but that not even. I mean, only if you had a selfie stick with a tripod, sis. Because we're talking. He's trying to hold the phone and you got to be able to reel still. I'd rather not talk about that, Ian. I think I blew the pooch on that one like normal. Like I said, man, I know fish. I don't know ladies. Oh yeah, that probably was a master angler one, Brian. Well, it's just like the giant catfish that he caught the other day. That Kevin caught, that was almost 18 pounds. That was probably a master angler. We did not measure it, but I bet you it was. That would have been his first. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Okay, them things, man, they're a lot of fun. Yeah, like I said, I've caught a lot of rock bass out of Foot Pond. I mean, a lot of them. There's a lot of them in there, but you start talking something over 10 inches, and that's a whole new ball game, man. It is hard. You email me a picture of one next to a tape that's over that at the 11 mark, and I'll be surprised because it is so hard. And I catch a lot of big fish, and I cannot hit that. I cannot. Hi there, Chihuahua. Speak. How you doing? Uh, I like Chihuahuas. Cool dogs. Yeah, they definitely do, Luke. You got that right, man. For their size, they, right up until they give up. It seems like they'll put on a good show, and then when they give up, they just want to roll in the whole rest of the way. Yeah, they definitely don't fight for a long time. Yeah, I agree. They are. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of pain in the heart too. It's not good for that. Hey Steven, how you doing, buddy? Hey, that sounds good, Ryan. Yeah. No, I believe you down up or where you're at, but I'm just saying, like Old Orchard Park and that. I mean, I know there's probably some there, but there's not very many, man. Not very that especially because that gets so overfished. You get all them people coming into that dang campground. Most of them keep everything. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, just because there's so many people that do not understand this, including the guy that sent me pictures of the 12-inch rock bass that was a smallmouth. Just because the fish has red eyes does not make it a smallmouth at all. I have seen red eyes on a lot of different fish. It's just something that happens. So, there are red-eyed smallmouth. Do not call those. Big difference in color and everything, folks. I mean, people have to learn their fish. I hate that when I see a fish that's undersized and being kept and called something else. That drives me nuts. So, uh, yeah, that is too. Reeling in a wet sock. You got it. Yep. I'll have to try that one out. That stinks that they're wormy, though. No, it actually doesn't, Luke. That's the weird thing too, because even right now after spawning time, the Rockies still have the red eyes, but it's got to have something to do with pigmentation. I mean, something, because I've caught a lot of smallmouths. I've even caught some with one red eye, one regular eye, largemouths too. It's just something that happens in nature, really. I've even caught bluegills and sunfish that'll have a red pigmentation in their eye. It's just, I don't know, something just happens. Yeah, definitely, Stephen. And a lot of people just they don't know their fish, man. You get so many city folk that camp at that campground that might only fish a couple times a year, and they think, oh, I'm just going to go down and get a quick meal. They don't even they don't even care to learn the fish. I worked there when I was like 17, 18 years old, and I don't know how many times kids would come walking up with bucket loads of little smallmouth bass and rock. I mean, they would keep everything to take home to eat, right? Which they're just going to waste. I hate that. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, dude. Yeah, that's not definitely not easy. Like I said, I've been cleaning this week, and it took me this long. Mom's been passed almost a couple years now, and it's taken me a while to even be able to go through stuff. I mean, the house, between her and my dad, they both had a lot of things, and I could not pull myself together to even try and get rid of anything. Even the trash stuff, I just couldn't. Um, it's a hard loss, that's for sure. Especially the mom. I mean, I hurt bad when I lost my dad because me and him, well, we fished together and stuff all the time. But I don't know, losing mom was a whole different ball game. Something you can't explain that only other people that have lost their moms really understand. Yeah, it's a hard one. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on that, Brian. Yeah, congrats to that kid, but man, you could tell that he hadn't fished. You could like, especially you go to get your license this late in the season just for a charter, and you end up getting like that. And honestly, man, if I was that charter captain, I'd be like, why? I'm sure if anything else, it was because I've been on charters before. They all do the same thing. They set the hook, hand you the rod. So it's like basically the charter captain caught the fish and just let the guy reel it in. It's like, man, that is yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that one, man. I don't want to get called out on it. But congratulations, kid. Yeah, maybe he'll start fishing now. Who knows? Yeah, hang in there, man. If you ever need to chat, I'm always open. You can get a hold of me on my email or something. I definitely know how it goes. So, and I know there's moments where you just, that's all you need is somebody to talk to and open up. And even if you got to scream or something, man, I'm always here. So whenever if you need somebody to talk to, man, I'm always there for you. Yeah, it definitely does, Mark. I mean, the kid didn't even look like, if I had gotten that, I watched the whole weigh in and everything, I probably would have passed out. But watching him, like, he didn't even seem excited. Like, I don't know, man. That was just ridiculous. Oh, well, hopefully she lived a good, long, happy life. Oh man, the easiest way is the color. Big time. I mean, smallmouths do not have splotchy colors all over them. They've got a color pattern. They've got like straight, regular lines. You know, rock bass are got patches. They're not. They're more like a camouflage fish than, I mean, bass. Plus the mouth. I mean, the mouth is a lot bigger. Um, but the color alone is more than enough to tell you the difference. Plus the shape. I mean, a smallmouth is long and slender. Rock bass are going to be shaped like any other panfish. Just a big difference, man. Yeah, it's hard. Definitely something you never get over. Oh, that one's easy, Luke. You look for the little color speck on the back of the ear, which I know there's a lot of people, even make fun of it, almost like a snipe. But there is a warmouth. If you read your fishing books, you'll see what it is. But it's basically, in my opinion, I've never researched them enough. I've caught them. I think they're kind of like a sunfish mixed with a rock bass. So they've got that little color spot on their ear, like a bluegill ear, except they've got the color spot like a pumpkin seed. But then they've got mostly the color of like a more like a rock bass for the color main color. But yeah, warmouth they're a neat species. They don't get all that big either. Yeah, kinda. Like, I don't know. I'll pull up a picture here just for sake of all this, because it's super easy to tell the difference. And like I said, do not use the eyes, because that is red eye. I mean, people are like, "Oh yeah, rocky red eyes." No, I mean, yeah, most of them do, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. See if I even have a picture of a rock bass. That's something I don't usually take pictures of. Probably don't. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it, especially if you're just if you're fishing mostly by yourself, you don't need something crazy big. Yeah, actually, I wish it would show up better on here, but see, this is actually, let's see if I can get it to focus. Probably not enough. That's a smallmouth bass. I'll zoom out in a second, but it has red eyes. Um, Colors are just way different. They've got kind of stripes going downward. Sometimes they don't even have the stripes. It might just be a nice kind of goldish color to them. But I mean, rock bass are just so easy to tell the difference for. I can't wait either, Bob. I can't, man. My views and everything goes so far up in the wintertime. It's crazy. Fish brain. Oh yeah, I mean the big salmon obviously exists. They're just, most of them are out deep. Oh geez, yeah. See, that's what I'm getting worried about all that myself, because it seems like, I just lost an aunt. It's been just a few weeks ago, and it seems like there's always something else, and I definitely don't want to be the last one remaining. It just sucks. No, I've never even actually heard of a snakehead in Michigan. To be totally honest, I don't even think that exists. I know they're down in Florida. I've never, ever, ever heard of them in Michigan. We got dogfish, we got burbot, but never actually heard of a snakehead in Michigan. Hey Val, how you doing? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I wanted to mention that, guys. Conrad over at Heavy Metal Lures, he's actually making his very own Ned rigs now. It was something we started talking to him about, I think, at the meet and greet, and he sent me pictures of his bubble gum Ned rigs that he just made. I cannot wait to get those things, because if they work as good as the originals, Z-Man will hit me up for sponsorship. So guess what, Z-Man? You'll be missing out, because Conrad might be on the game with that. So yeah, they are. That's the thing too, though. Smallmouth vary in color just about everywhere. Yep. No, there isn't. There's not, Mark. I've never in my life heard of it. Not in Michigan. Oh yeah, that's something I should mention. Thanks, sis. If you guys, for anybody that signed up for my fan club, I'm hoping, I'm wanting to transfer everything over to Patreon, because Patreon does not rob me like YouTube. When you guys put money into the fan club, YouTube takes like 60% of that. I get nothing. I mean, nothing. So please, if you want to help me out, switch on over. I still consider you fans. Anyway, all you guys are fans, but if you guys could hop onto Patreon. Also, I put your name in the videos. You know, you'll see under my thanks for joining on Patreon in the videos. But yeah, if any of you guys do sign on, I'm hoping to switch everybody over from my fan club to Patreon. And you'll still get deals like all my Patreon members you can buy at cost. You know, obviously this is not one of my shirts, but you can get at cost shirts and merchandise. So yeah, it's tough at the mouth, man. There's not a lot of big ones. Are you fishing right in the rocks? That's where I usually go to get them. But yeah, that's you're fishing a tough spot there. Actually, if you go down to the bridge, just down from the mouth, there's usually a lot more big ones down there, kind of by the Asable Inn. I am skipping deer season though, Steve. That's this season, I've talked about it before. I'm trying to, as much as I hate to, man, I swear to God, I seen a 10 point the other day right by my driveway. It's killing me, guys, but I know I need to I need to get some duck hunting in this year. I do need to deer hunt too. It is so hard. It's so hard. I wish they didn't all have to be the same time. It sucks. Yeah, exactly, Luke. Yep. Bowfin's the closest, and they are just a blast. I love catching bowfin. And please, for any of you that are watching, do not throw your bowfin on the ice. Do not waste them. I hear so many people say, that they're garbage fish. They eat all our fish. Well, guess what? Us humans are eating all the fish too, but we're not throwing each other out on the ice. They're just doing what they got to do to survive. And bowfin are not they're a fish you probably don't want to eat, but they're natural fish, man. They're in our waters. They're a blast to catch. Don't waste them, please. I haven't yet, Steven. No, I did actually on the Saginaw River, but that was a waste, dude. The fishing was so terrible there that it was. I need to get my butt on the Asable River to play with those, because he sent me some Guggen rattling Ned rigs, and I am so excited to try them things out. I think they're going to be killer, but nope, I have yet to go on a good body of water for them. I really need to hit the river again. Yeah, make sure everybody you hit that thumbs up button if you can. I really appreciate that. Hey, Sai. I'm ready for this heat to go away. I don't like digging in this hot stuff. Hey, Outdoor Conquest. How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you popping on here, man. I was talking about it earlier. There's a lot of good stuff going on right now. The mushrooms, if you're interested in getting any kind of edibles, this is the time. Yeah, Carl's been on. I don't know if he still is, but he did pop on earlier. Yeah, the rattling Neds, man. They seem, I do good enough with the regular Neds. I cannot imagine with the rattles. Yeah, the Z-Man chatterbait too. Yep, I want to try that. I know I need to get on the river. That hopefully this week maybe I can take a trip on the river. So that would be cool. I'm supposed to have another date on Thursday. Who knows? That you never know what's going to happen there. But oh, there you go. Heck yeah, man. A buddy of mine was sending me some pictures today. He had a chicken of the woods. He had a hen of the woods, which if you haven't tried the hens yet, that was really good. I made a pasta with that last year and it was excellent. The black trumpets are up like crazy right now. Yeah, lots of good stuff. That's awesome, man. I love the Z-Man stuff. I mean, that is a great company. I wish they'd get back with me because that's a good one. Yep, same lady. Yep, same lady. I just don't know how. I don't know. You can't read them. You know, it's. I wish there was like a manual. Like it don't help that we're so far apart either that I don't have a. You know, I don't get to see her enough to really get a hang on it. So I don't know. Hopefully she does still like me. But yeah, we're gonna go hang out on Thursday. So. Yeah, that's true. Yep. That's the one thing I love about the Z-Man stuff. Um, okay, so the Guggen stuff might get torn apart. That's one thing I'm a little worried about with heavy metal lures stuff. I mean, I've yet to try it. I definitely look forward to it, but man, I'll tell you, the Z-Man, they use this LazTech technology. You can stretch that stuff. I mean, it don't break. You can catch easily 100 fish on one, and it doesn't get messed up. So I'm just curious if you know, we'll have to wait and see if heavy metal lures will hold up to them. You know, because if they get chewed apart in a couple fish, that ain't no good. But if not, we might be onto something. So yeah, that's an understatement, Robin. Oh man, all that I ain't even gonna start on here. Might be more than one of you on here. I don't want to get any crazy sex wars going on. Yeah, they do. Yep, they like the. Well, let's see. I don't have cornfields. I got wheat and beans. But yeah, that buck was. I actually seen there was 3 bucks that day, 2 8s, which they were both legit 8s. I'd take them, but the one I swear to God was a 10. Man, he was nice. He was real nice. So I don't know. I might have to skip opening week of waterfowl and give a full week of trying to get them with a bow, and if after that maybe just stick with the ducks. That's awesome, man. Yeah, pike. I know the pike love all that Z-Man stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, Discount Tackle's hard to beat. It really is. If you guys haven't heard of Discount Tackle, man, they got really good deals. I found them on eBay, and I buy almost all my Z-Man stuff from them. Okay, bluegill color one. See, I do. I've found that at least for the smallmouth and stuff, I do really good on the smelt color. And I told Conrad that, and he told me he was going to make a smelt color. And I told him if he could make something with some shine to it. I remember when I was a kid, I don't know what company it was that came out with it, but they would always put a chrome coloration on the tips of their, whether it be a grub or anything that they made, they always added some chrome. And I think that because of like a minnow would just kill. I mean, I caught so many fish on those. So if we can get some Ned rig grubs with some chrome in it, I think that would just be insane. Really, Brian? Holy cow, man. I've lost count on it, honestly. Like that one day during the bingo tournament, the first bingo tournament I was in, I think I caught probably 15 pike that day. It's been a crazy year for me with pike. Yeah, those robo worms were cool. I was trying them on the Saginaw too, but it was just we could only get them on live bait. I mean, or natural baits. Actually, the only fish that Kevin caught the most fish the other day. He whooped my butt with the catfish, but his were all on shrimp. He was tearing it up with shrimp. Gold flash minnow color. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, I know. Even Robin's caught a pike, man. Oh yeah, that's right. You did. Yep, I forgot about that. Oh, did he really? Is it still is he still on the, oh, I can't even think of the name of his, I know he had a weird name for the website. See if I can, it was Heavy Metal Lures. Yeah, he said something about fixing it up, though. Heavy Metal Lures. Oh, yeah, it was Store Envy. That's right. Heavy Metal Lures at Store Envy or .Store Envy or something. See, I actually do better when the summer fishing slows down, man, because in the fall, as it cools down more, those fish they have to feed heavy to make up for the winter. They got to put on as much weight as they can because they know when winter comes, there's going to be less and less food in the water. So I just normally don't fish as much in the fall because I'm too busy hunting. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be fishing this year in the fall too. Hi, Mia. How's it going? Or Maya, however it is. Sorry if I messed that up. Western Michigan, huh? Whereabouts over in Western Michigan are you? I'm familiar with a lot of the parts of Michigan. What's happening, Kevin? I was just talking about you and your shrimp. Yeah, that video will be out next Thursday. I've already got, Thursday or Friday. I've already got the foot pond video dated for Tuesday. Lunker logs. I don't think I've heard of that one. Yeah, same here. Thank you, Rob. And I want to welcome to everybody. I have noticed there's a few new people on here tonight. Welcome to LT Outdoors. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am live every Sunday night, if possible. I did miss the one Sunday because I had a date, but it was nice. But for the most part, I'm always on here. I usually have some fishing stuff to talk about or anything outdoorsy. But yeah, it's always on here to talk about outdoor stuff. So, and it's going to get crazier as the fall comes in. We got so much stuff to talk about soon. Oh yeah, when the bass school up in the fall, that's a good time. I was on S Lake one time when I was younger with my dad, and it was the first feeding frenzy I ever really seen with smallmouths. They were going nuts, flying out of the water, all in like a 15-yard area, and I cruised over there and was every cast with the bass sass, and I was just hammering them. Big old bass. Well, that's good. I'm glad it is because it says here that I'm unstable, so I wasn't sure if it was working good or not. I did complain the other day about it, and my internet guy doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. So, oh yeah, I got enough footage. I mean, just your 18-pound cat alone was worth it. I would have showed that regardless. Whitehall area, okay. Second try, maybe. Okay. I think you said Mia? Maya. Okay, Maya. Yeah, nice to meet you, Maya. Thank you. And thank you for joining in on the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. Well, I was talking earlier. I don't think you were on just yet, but I have been working my tail off cleaning this house. I've actually, the entire dining room is cleared out. I'm going to turn that one whole wall into a forest mural. And that's from now on, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I can afford to do it. I'm going to buy some wallpaper that's at least it'll look like I'm in the woods in the background. So it'll be really nice. Hey, Todd, how you doing, buddy? Oh, man, you're killing me, Brian. I got to get down there, dude. I really do. I'm hurting right now, man. I'm trying to play catch up on the bills. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm super broke. The A-rig, is that the one that has all the little spinning fish by chance? I see. I have a really old-fashioned lure that has like a bunch of spinning silver fish. Yeah, hopefully you do good there, man. I hope the weather cooperates. It was, like I said, supposed to look crappy for the week, but Yeah, the forest background should be nice. Actually, I saved it on here. I could probably show you guys. I'm really hoping, though. I mean, I only need like 16 bucks to afford it, but of course, bills come first. So I got to try to play catch up first before I can buy them. But I think when I do get this, though, it's going to look so nice. Where's it at? Maybe I didn't save it. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. But yeah, it's like it looked like a whole row of pines and just looked really nice. And I'm gonna stick that on that whole wall. Yeah, in fact, I'll show you. Used to be, for those of you that remember, there used to be a table full of stuff back there. It was always messy looking. I have been a cleaning machine this week. I did all that in 2 days. Right now I'm working on cleaning my mom's room out. I'm going to swap myself over to it because it's actually the master bedroom anyway of the house, so it's a lot nicer. Ruby right now is sleeping in her goofy little pose. She likes to sleep on her back. In fact, her teeth would be showing right now too. She's adorable when she sleeps like that. Oh, there you go. Nice, Todd. I hope you get some, man. Okay, the umbrella rig. Yeah, I'll have to look into that because that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, that's cool, Brian. Very cool. Yeah, I've been at it hard, man. There's so much that needs to be done to this house, though. Like I mean, the walls. You know, my mother and my father both smoked a lot, and for any of you that smoke, you probably know or have seen what it does. It really stains everything yellow. So I'm gonna do a lot of repainting. In fact, you know, with this I got bad lighting in here, and I think when I repaint it in here because it's all yellow. I think if I repaint it white, it'll probably look a lot better. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to get done. The roof leaks like crazy. I'm not even going to show you that. There's a big hole by the front door, big hole by the back door, big hole in my mom's room. It's a mess. This house needs a lot of work, but I'm getting at it the best I can. Little by little, I'll get her done. Got to make this place into the best I can anyway. Yeah, I have been. Robin knows that I've run through. Let's see. Today I burned up a 15 pack of bags from yesterday. I've taken out probably 40 garbage bags the past couple days. Yeah, I actually have. I've got LED lights right now. Actually, that's what's up there in the kitchen behind me is the LEDs. I don't know, doing whatever I can. Oh, the garden's crap, Tony. I'm so bummed out. I didn't even try to fix it because, I mean, it got ruined the first time from that late frost. And then the second time the deer got in there. I made a fence this year. They busted down my fence. They ate all of my broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, basically all my favorite stuff. Brussels sprouts, all gone. The only things left out there now are peppers, tomatoes, which I don't eat a lot of those. I think there is one cabbage. Potatoes are doing fine, which that's a plus. I do like potatoes. So I'll be digging up the potatoes before long. But yeah, everything else just did crappy. I do have, there's not a melon yet on the vine, but the melon plants are massive. So I'm hoping the melons do good too. Yeah, it'd be nice. I just don't know if I'll ever, I got to be able to come up with it. I know that crap's not cheap. I was calling around last year because I even have friends up here that own different construction companies, but I just couldn't find any good deals or anything that I could afford. At least it's hard. Yeah, should have done meet and greet over here. Been like, hey, no, yeah, a lot of you guys don't know what the yard and stuff looks like this year. It's actually pretty bad. My lawnmower messed up on me to where I've literally not mowed the yard this year. It's the first time. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be a good thing for the wildlife, but it's pretty out of control. So yeah, next year I'm hoping to have a different lawnmower. Ain't got to be new, but something that works. Got to have something fixed. TSP. Somebody, what was it that Rich told me about? Kills. Rich was telling me about that kills stuff. He told me because it's primer and paint, I guess. He said I should be able to paint right over it. So I was gonna try the kill stuff, but thank you anyway, Swamp Pick. I appreciate it. Yeah, and then I've been using. I did a video on Facebook the other day. I used the Clorox bleach with the lemon stuff in it, and that was crazy. I sprayed the one cabinet that was yellow from the nicotine and tar. I sprayed it, and there was just tar running. It was so gross, but I'm doing my best. I mean, I have literally been doing nothing the past few days but cleaning nonstop from day I get up, day I go, wake up and go to sleep. It feels good though. I mean, I'm going to be taking probably 20 boxes to St. Vincent de Paul tomorrow. So yeah, that's all it is too, James. Yep. That's stuff they don't, I knew they would. They don't like tomatoes very much. They don't like peppers. So I knew they were going to leave that. Oh, does it, Kevin? I didn't know that. Well, hopefully the smell just kind of goes away after a bit. Oh, nice. There you go, Todd. When I went on my date, it was funny because she lives over in Bel Air. So on the drive over, it was really nice. It was a nice country road. A bunch of roads I took, but I was on one country road for like 45 miles or something. And there was a lot of lakes over there that I've never fished. And I was sitting there, I had a piece of paper and a pen, and the whole way I'd see a lake with a boat launch sign. I'd write down what it was, but there's a Lake of the Woods I did not know we had in Michigan. I'm going to be checking that out. There was an opal lake. That I've got probably 12 different lakes wrote down in the van. So it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, it is a good idea, Luke, for sure. Yeah, I mean it's nice, man. It did. It got rid of that smoke residue, and that was just that was nothing but the Lysol, I think, bleach with Lysol or something. But that worked great. I couldn't believe how nice that cleaned it. Yeah, magic erasers, those are good too. I do like them. But I've got, you can't barely tell on the ceiling up there above me, but it's so yellow. I got a lot of stuff to do to this house. Hey, Jason, how's it going, brother? Oh, God, man, that's a dream right there, Brian. I've always wanted to go over there just regardless. There's so much good fishing over there. Yeah, I actually told her when I got there that day. I'm like, man, I didn't know about all the lakes you had over here. And before I left that day, she's like, next time you should leave a little early on your way and just stop and fish some. I'm like, there ain't, I can't picture myself stopping for like 5 minutes. I'll probably, because some of them, you would love them, Luke. Like the spots I pulled off the road at one, it was just a big bay full of lily pads. And I'm like, oh, just screaming for frogs, like I might though, and who knows if she calls off the date on me for Thursday, I might just take the trip anyway and fish. So be like, oh, you missed out. I went fishing. Yeah, no kidding, Luke. Yep. I'm gonna camp out in my van here on the side of the road real quick. The fishing's just too good. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. She's a nice girl though. I just don't know how. Like I said, I cannot read them at all, so I never know. And as you'll see, I've switched. Ruby's barking in her sleep. No more Pepsi. I'm drinking everything. I'm drinking everything zero. No more Pepsi. I'm drinking everything zero. Let's see, Todd. This week, I mean, the fishing's good. To me, it's always good around, but this week's looking like it might be a bad week just because I know we've got storms coming in. See if I can get it to load. Let's see. Yeah, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday storms. So I don't know, but I'm kind of wanting to hit I'm kind of wanting to hit Fletcher's. Me and Rich have been talking about it a bit. We want to get there and try the drop shot rigs for some big gills and probably some crappies out there. Oh, there you go. Nice, man. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Oh, technically not. I mean, it's a zero sugar stuff. If I couldn't find any of the zero sugar Pepsi up here. I would have bought that instead. She does a little. Actually, that's kind of what I liked a lot about her was that she's kind of a blank slate when it comes to fishing. She's biggest fish she ever caught was in Colorado, was just a little trout. But she enjoys it. So to me, that's good. You know, I could get her if I took her to one of my favorite spots and she caught a ton of fish. I think that's all it would take. She might become an addict. You know, so I'm really I don't know. I'm hoping everything goes good, but like I said, it's hard to read, especially when it's somebody that's so far away. We're a couple hours away from each other, so you know, you never know what's going on. So yeah, I do. You know, I like Coke. I've always been more of a Pepsi guy. I do like Coke though. I'll grab them on occasion, but this cherry vanilla zero for something that's zero sugar, it's actually pretty good. Oh man, yeah, we got hit a little bit here too. Not too bad though. But yeah, this week I might even, because it's supposed to be so nasty, I might just pick a day and go out looking for mushrooms. I haven't done a mushroom episode in a while, so kind of owe you guys that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, Steven. You know, she might though, because she's definitely not. The first day we, hung out, I asked her if there was anything that she was scared of, like spiders or snakes and she said no. And with a straight face, she said she wanted a pet tarantula. So I really don't think she's the kind of girl that'd be afraid of grabbing a worm. So even a leech, I doubt it. I mean, she works at a vet clinic, so she deals with nasty stuff all the time, really. So yeah, I know, and I'm trying, Ian, but man, it's hard, especially because I still have to, especially with this, I have to keep putting everything into fishing, so it's hard to split it all up. I mean, we just basically just text back and forth a few times a day, but I know that ain't much though. Oh no. I did that during that one big storm we had a couple weeks ago, and I could barely lift my boat to tip it over. Because what I always do, because my boat's not too heavy, it's a 14-foot deep V, nothing serious. But I always just lift the trailer and I put a pallet underneath of it to hold it up, and it keeps it drained. But bourbon ain't until the end of October, sometimes not till mid-November. I, I don't know. You got a point there, Luke, but it's not as. It's definitely a lot easier in my mind. Less confusing. I can figure out a bass or even the hardest species of fish. I could figure out way faster than I ever could a woman. That is 100% right there. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. This is the time of year to get them. I love picking them. The chanterelles are excellent. If you haven't tried them on pizza, I recommend it. They are really good on a pizza. Me and my mom used to actually make. We'd go and buy. If you haven't tried them on pizza, I recommend it. They are really good on a pizza. Me and my mom used to actually make. We'd go and buy those pizza kits. Some mushrooms on there. Also, the hedgehogs were pretty good on there. Just dice them up. But yeah, there's a lot out right now. Even the lobster mushrooms are out, and the black trumpets. I don't like the trumpets that much though. I mean, they're good, but only in certain dishes, because when you cook them, they leach out so much of a black, like an oily residue. I just don't like them on much. I'll make an Alfredo or something out of them, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying my best, Bob, but I think my hardest part, the hardest thing for me, especially nowadays, is we've got stupid social media, man. We got, it's so easy. For me, it's always been hard. I mean, I know it's an outdoor channel. I shouldn't even be talking about this, but it's been 7 years since I've even been in a relationship at all. And for me, it's more usually when I do find a girl that I'm interested in and she, is interested in me, there's usually a guy in the back burner because it's so easy on the internet. There seems to be so many of them flocking to them that, all it takes is one wrong word or something and they can got another one to hop right there. So I don't know, man. I just hate it. I hate trying to date in today's day and age. That's why I kind of gave up really until she found me, and I don't know. I'm just hoping it goes good because if not, I'm back to giving up again. Yeah, amen to that, Steven. Yep. Yeah, you do, sis. It's that time of year. There's a lot of good stuff going on. You're right on that, Brian. You're right on that. My lobsters, see, I like to cook them up. I'll just kind of lightly cook them in butter. I don't fry them up too heavily, but I'll cook them up just a little bit in the butter, and then I like to throw them in a pasta because they make, like if you like shrimp or like a lobster Alfredo or something like that, they make such a good seafood kind of Alfredo. I love that. But yeah, I dice up my lobsters and I throw them in butter and I just kind of lightly cook them and then I throw them in my pasta. It's really good. Yeah, you got to research them, man. There's you just never know. Some of them are better than the stuff you've probably had. I know I've eaten a lot of wild mushrooms that are better than what I've had from the store. Oh, okay, yeah. And I thought that looked pretty good. So, yep. I look forward to seeing your next one, there, buddy. The puffballs are coming, man. They actually it was last week, I think. Maybe the week before. Me and Robin were metal detecting. I think it's been 2 weeks now, and they were coming up. They were like softball size. So, yep, they should be around right now. Yeah, I'm trying, Bob. It's just tough, man. Especially just all I do is get older every year, and I know the further I get in age, the worse chance I have of ever having anybody. So I'm not good on those technical terms, Brian. You're speaking Spanish to me, buddy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, very true, Luke. I haven't yet, though, Jason. I haven't been out in the woods at all to look, but they are out. They're out really good right now. People are sending me pictures every day. I've for the past week, I've seen pictures of them. So, yeah, the chickens are definitely out hard right now. Oh, I know, Ian. That's always been my thing. That's kind of killed me. But most of the girls, especially my age, they either already have kids and don't want kids and don't want anymore, or they don't have kids and don't want kids anyway. So, um, then, especially as far as kids go, because I do know, because I do know, I could die tomorrow, and there'd be all this info I got stuck in my head that I can't pass to somebody. So I try to put it out there as much as I can. Oh, I got you, Brian. I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Actually, it might. The one spot I've got a leak in the roof, I've actually got mushrooms growing. It's pretty disgusting. I just seen that. That. Yeah, man. No, I'll tell you, Luke. You get your butt up here this year, buddy, and I'll take you out for sure. Them things are so much fun, and I like I said, I mean, obviously, I know how to get them in Taos. I know how to get them in Escoda. But I've got two other places this year that I'm really wanting to try it. There's a June bug on the floor now. Ruby's really checking it out. But yeah, anybody that wants to get in on some burbot fishing or any other, I'd love to take you. So anyway, this week I'm gonna try and get in some more fishes. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Shanty Village at the end of the pier. That'd be fun. I see that, Steven. It keeps popping up. Like I said, I called and complained, but the guy's like, "Oh, we're having problems with the storms and this and that." It's like, I haven't had a good storm in weeks. They're charging me so much money, and they're just giving me crap. I hate it. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know, sis. It popped up. You lost me for a minute. It takes forever to help you. It just was freezing up while it was playing music. That's pretty sad. But yeah, I hope and having a good summer. Summer's about to be over. Thank God. I'm ready to be done with it. I'm ready for fall. Fall and winter. I'm ready to be ice fishing. I could go out tomorrow if I could. The ice fishing's always great. Doing another one probably next May. So. All right, Brian. I hope you have a good week, man. But yep, hopefully soon, because that mural I'll buy is only $16, I think. So I'll have my actual studio going. Should be really nice. Yeah, me too, man. Summer just gets too hot. It sucks. It really does. I mean, it's miserable for metal detecting. Now my cat's rolling on a June bug. Anybody else's cats roll on June bugs? That's weird. Maggie. Yeah, when fall comes, it gets crazy for me though. I never know what to do because there's so many things going on all at one time. It gets ridiculous. Like I said, last year I focused mostly on deer for you guys. I wanted to just get some good deer videos, but the only bad part about that is, unless, which I'm not one of them guys that'll go out and get block permits. I don't take more than I'm going to eat. I think that's just stupid. So, I'll go out and probably just kill a deer or 2 deer, but 2 deer, you're only looking at 2 good episodes. So I don't know. I'd rather this year I'm going to get out for ducks, and that'll make a lot more episodes. I could probably get, usually, especially as crazy as the duck hunts are, I could probably get a really good episode every duck hunt. So between that, and I'm going to try and do multiple small game ones this season because I know you guys like that. I'm excited. Yeah, I know, Luke. That's what sucks, man, because I do love my venison. But yeah, I think if I don't get it that first week, I might just have to, I don't know, live off the muskrats and stuff for the season. It's going to be a weird year for sure. My one freezer is toasting out on me anyway, so yeah, I'm actually down to just one good freezer, so I can't really put too much in there. Ruby, what are you doing, girl? She's loving it. Now that the house is all cleaned up and like wide open, she's got so much space to run around. She just loves it. It's definitely nice. But again, guys, I just want to mention for any of you that didn't hear it earlier, I am trying to transition off of my, I've got a fan club thing going on for membership thing on YouTube. They take 60% of any money that comes to me on there. So they are literally robbing me. Sorry, YouTube, but you are. So I started a Patreon account for anybody that wants to help out, even if it's $1 or $2 or whatever, that it all helps. So anybody that wants to join Patreon, you just go to patreon.com, type in LToutdoors, and because it asks for your favorite channel, you can look me up and just go from there. It's super easy to do. No, I don't. I'm actually against that one. The early private land doe season, at that time, it's so hard to actually pick out which does are not feeding anymore, feeding the babies anymore, which does don't have babies because the babies will be still hiding. And trust me, I used to do those hunts, but darn near every time I'd get a big doe, she'd be lactating still. And then I know I'm leaving a fawn. I will not be a part of it. I mean, more power to you, to anybody that wants to do it, because it is your legal right. But no, I've got different moral values than the state of Michigan. So, well, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you liked them. Like I said, I'll still hopefully have maybe 1 deer video this year because I'm going to try and hunt for a full week of it. Also, I mean, even as far as duck hunting goes, I could duck hunt in the morning, deer hunt in the evening. I mean, I could break it up, but there's definitely going to be more duck hunting this year than deer hunting for sure. But there should still be some deer ones. Yeah, yep, it is. It's super simple. Patreon, even from Google Play, yeah, the app is just called Patreon. You can download it, and even if you don't, I think you can just go to patreon.com and type in stuff. Super easy to use. I actually like it, and they don't take. I think they take like 2%, so it's a lot less than the 60% of the money. Because I don't know, some people. I was getting like $2 donations from some people, and after 60% is taken away, it's not very much. Yeah, YouTube was really taking it out on me. Oh, that's nice, Tony. Very nice. There's probably some out here right now. Last night when I went out to get Ruby to come inside because she wouldn't get off the gate, I had there was 3 deer out there, and I think the 10-point wasn't out, but looked like 2 8s, which I try to shoot 8 and ups. That's something I've been doing for, I don't know, the past 6 years. I just enjoy to do it. I mean, food's food. You guys, if you need something to eat, you take what you eat. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but I personally like to take the 8s and ups. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Snappy, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good week, man. Oh, yeah. Yep, I think it was. I think you were telling me about that. That was a good time. Yep, I didn't even get in the river for that this year. I don't know why. I never even made it. Never made it up to Whirlpool. I still haven't, actually. I'm wanting to, though. I'd like to put in at Whirlpool. And, I mean, right now it's just bass for the most part. But I'd like to put in up there, go upstream as far as I can, because I'm also going to be scouting for trapping season, too, as it is. You don't want to – the thing is, you don't want to scout too early, especially for water trapping, because – especially for coons. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If you get out right now and you start scouting out your raccoon spots, come trapping season, you might be seeing a bunch of tracks along the river and stuff right now, but come trapping season, chances are they're not going to be there. They're going to go find other food sources, and they change up. They change based on, how the plots change from different farms, and everything can change how they are. So you definitely don't want to scout too early. I always recommend scouting. October 15th is opener for regular dry land trapping. Usually around the beginning of October is your best time to get out and do some hardcore scouting. That's good, buddy. I'm glad. Oh, man, nice. Yeah, I'm really hoping to. Really hoping to, man. Yeah, this year, I mean, my probation, I'm still, I'll have my year in December. I want to try and give it a year before I even try to ask to go to another state or anything. So, but hopefully before too long, I'd sure love to go down there. Yeah, congrats though. That is really great. Yeah, there is a lot of bucks around right now. Yep. This is the time you see them though. This is the best time to get out, like just drive around to check out your local bucks. But I'll tell you, come season time, usually like that week before season, they disappear. They know better. It's they get out and they go out in the swamps and stuff. Oh, I bet it does. That's a great feeling. My house, even though it's in a terrible mess, it's like 2 years from now it'll be totally paid off. So I am happy about that. At least when it gets paid off, I can hopefully, if it doesn't crumble apart, I can put all the money in to fix it. Dang, that's nice, man. I think I got a 10 out here. He sure looked like a 10, which that would be, if I could get him, that'd be the biggest buck I ever shot, at least as many points. And then the 2 8s. So, yeah, I'm really hoping. Like I said, I'm only going to deer hunt probably a week this year, maybe a little longer, but it's not going to be like last year. Last year I was out every day that I could, which it's a lot of fun, but it doesn't make for good videos because you only get, a little bit of footage of the deer walking each day until you actually shoot one. So it makes for some tough footage. Oh man, nice. Yeah, that's great. I always love watching them grow. That's something, when they started shooting them all around me to drop the population, I got upset because there was a lot of bucks that I was watching actually grow, and then they all just disappeared. I'm sure a lot of them got killed, and a lot of them were young. I know actually I've got a 4-point in my room that I actually had it made up into a Euro mount. It's not one I'm proud of at all. He was one that I was actually watching grow up, and some jerk shot him with a rifle during rifle season. It was actually opening day of rifle. Somebody shot him. I watched him go limping behind my tree stand. I gave it, I don't know, 3-4 hours. Nobody came to track the deer. I got so mad. I walked down. There was blood everywhere, but it was a bad shot. Whoever shot it didn't hit any vitals. All he did was blow the leg clean off. Like it was hanging by a piece of meat. It was really sad. And the deer, I mean, he was leaving blood all over. He was everywhere he'd touch a tree, he was dragging blood, I tracked him for, it was almost 2 miles. I kept having to call all the different neighbors to get permission from all the different properties that I was having to cross, but I finally got him and put him down. I mean, I didn't feel right doing it, but you know what? I would have felt worse knowing he was out there just crippled. But it sucked because, that was opening day of rifle. I watched him every day during bow season. He'd come in. I had him bed down in front of me a few times. I mean, he was just a cool little buck. But, yeah, some people are dumb. Yeah, the duck videos are going to be good, man. It's going to be really cool. Yeah, I was really angry. Never did figure out who shot it. I heard the shot. I mean, it was a piece of meat, man. I felt so bad for that deer that, in fact, I couldn't even eat that whole quarter. It was just destroyed. But yeah, it was sad. The guy never tried tracking it. I don't think I've heard of that one. Seek one? Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'm always up for more channels. I don't think I've seen that one. That deer down, especially because it was only his leg blown off. By the time I did get to it, he was still alive. I still had to put him down. After all that hiking, he was actually trying to hide under a brush pile, and I felt so bad. He wasn't even a very big deer, but I put him down. I tagged him. I took credit for it, just so I mean, somebody had to, but yeah. That's I saved his skull just so I'd remember, but yeah, it's a bummer. Yeah, that's a good idea, Ian. Yep. I always get one too. I mean, like last year I ended up taking 2 does because I could not get my buck. I couldn't. It's the first year I didn't like one, but yeah, I'm the same way, man. I see so many people that shoot and then never even go to see if they hit it or anything. If it don't drop, they just, let's let it go. We'll wait on the next one. I mean, I'm one of them weird hunters where I get upset with myself if I lose a crippled duck. Even like duck hunters. There's a lot of duck hunters out there that if they lose a crippled duck, oh well, that one's gone. For me, it hurts, man. I don't like wasting anything. So I don't know. But yeah, deer though, there's a lot of them, especially opening week of hunting season. We get a lot of jerks up here that just don't really care about the populations or anything. Honestly, as far as dropping deer, I only had to track one time with my bow, and that was a bad shot. That was when I pulled back. I only got halfway back, and my big old poofy glove bumped the trigger I had, and it was a bad shot. That's the only time I had to track them with the bow, because they always either drop or they drop within like 15 feet. I never even have to go very far, especially rage broadheads. Them things kill. But also with my gun, all I ever hunted with for many years, last year was the first year I hunted with a rifle, which is funny because even with the rifle, I actually had to track my deer. I didn't track it very far, about 30 yards. But with my shotgun, I have dropped every deer that I've shot. I've never had to track a deer with my shotgun. So you use slugs, and I always do slug, buckshot. That way, if I hit them with the slug and they still try to run, I'll back them up with the buckshot. But they usually drop with the slug. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, neck shots. I always go for behind. I mean, everybody's got their own special thing. I always go right behind the shoulder. I always try to hit that heart, and I've never had a problem doing that, man. I always hit the heart. Usually, too, especially with a shotgun, if you're using a slug, it usually takes that leg right out with it. I mean, it'll bust the leg and take the heart, and they drop, and they ain't getting back up. So, yeah, yep, you got that right, man. That's all it takes. Those slugs are great. Amen to that, Bob. Yep. I did not want to see that deer wasted, especially. I mean, I had video footage of him, this was before I had a channel, but I was up there, I'd record and stuff of him just coming in and moseying around. I mean, I swear he knew I was there. There were so many times he'd look at me and he'd still lay down in front of me. He was a really cool little buck. And yeah, he just made a mistake walking out in front of some idiot on opening day. So that's all it took. Yeah, that is pretty big, but yeah, if you want to put him down though. Dang, that is sad. I hate that. Well, last year when I was looking for my one doe, last year I did lose a doe. That was the first year that I've ever lost a deer in my entire life, and I hated that. I was upset. I actually couldn't hunt for like 3 days. I hated myself. But I could not find her. And while I was looking for her, I did find I found a small buck that was dead and rotted away, and then I found a doe that was dead and rotted away. So I did come across a couple more, but yeah, that's true. The slugs don't go that far. And actually, that's always been my favorite part about them because personally, when I'm hunting, just like with a bow, I'd rather be up close and personal with the animal. To me, it's more exciting. Last year, hunting with the rifle, sure, I was still excited when I could see the deer out, a couple hundred yards, but it's not the same. It is not the same thing as when that deer is almost within spitting range. I mean, that is exciting. Yeah, there you go, Ian. That's all it takes, man. Yep, that's all it takes. I've been well. My first year I ever shot in my life was with a 20. I still have my original 20 from when I was a kid. I've shot, I don't know, probably 8 deer with that 20 gauge. I've shot a lot with the 12. Muzzleloader, I've taken a bunch with the 45, but I never had to track them. Yeah, hardwood's nice to hunt in. Yeah, I like the hardwoods because, especially the oaks, because that's where they're going to be feeding, for the most part. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, it is. It's a special. It basically makes you one with nature. When you're up that close, it's a way different feeling. You get the true buck fever feeling when you are 15 yards from a buck, a big buck. That is the only way to truly feel. If you're looking at a buck through your binoculars or your scope at 500 yards and you think that's buck fever, you got nothing until you've actually been 15, 20 yards from one. That is pretty spectacular. It is hard to beat. I love it. And the hunters that can do that, those are the real talented hunters because we cannot move. I barely move my eyes. You'll never, if I could have a camera on me, you would never see my face move. Like I become one with the tree. I don't move because I know better. They see everything. Oh, dang. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, geez. That's awesome. Yeah, I know last year when I shot that last doe, see, that's another reason why I don't like to shoot does is even late season. That was late in the season, but you just never know. She came in with such a big group of other deer. I didn't know who was with who, but I had a fawn following me around for the entire time I was tracking that mama, and she was just bleating at me the whole time, and it made me feel horrible. I'd turn around and yell at the fawn, and the fawn wouldn't even run. I mean, it was bad. I hate shooting does. I only do it if I have to. Hey Dennis, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's I've had fawns. The fawns are funny. Even mushroom hunting. When I'm out here, I do a lot of mushroom hunting out where I deer hunt, and I've had fawns run up to me out there. Usually, I'm freaked out because I think it's a buck coming at me or something. That's a little mad that I'm in his area. But no, usually ends up being a fawn, and they get like 15 feet away, and then he stops, and he's like, "Oh, what are you?" I think they think at first that I'm like another fawn coming to play or something. But yeah, it's always funny when they come running at you. But I have, the videos. I need to get a different camera because those videos from last year's deer hunt did not do it justice. Those big bucks. I had a really nice buck, only 20 yards, and in the video it looked so much further in those pines, but it's not. It's really close. But the GoPros are really bad with any kind of distance, and I'm talking 10 yards. That's too much for a GoPro. It sucks. Yeah, it's tough, man. Those, yeah, I don't like taking them at all. But well, I'm gonna get off here for the night, guys. I've got some more stuff I got to do around the house. I'm gonna do more cleaning and work on another video, probably the catfish video. But I appreciate all of you guys so much for getting on here. Hopefully, soon enough, I'll have my own studio with the nice trees in the background. It'll look really cool. Again, thank you guys very much for coming on here. Thanks for everybody that subscribed. Any of you that are supporting me through Patreon, totally appreciate that. That is great. I think I'm up to like $36 right now on there, so that helps out a lot. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys all have a great night and a good week, and I look forward to talking with you next week.